Well, Viveka, just these reports came in just before 5 o'clock today that there had been a shooting on the R102. This is normally a very busy road. It's been cordoned off now because of what's happened, and I'll show you the scene that's behind me. It's still very much active. Investigators are here just trying to collect any of the evidence that they can. You'll see that they're quite busy now. The vehicle in which the Metro Police officer was traveling in has gone off the side of the road. It's partially obscured by the bush that you're seeing now. I have confirmed with the Metro Police that it was an inspector within the force that was shot dead. He was stationed in Verulam. I'm going to take you now to Prem Balram from Reaction Unit South Africa. Prem, you got this call just about over an hour ago and your units responded out here. What did you find when you got here?
Well, on arrival, we found a blue Toyota Corolla lying in the center medium between the north and southbound lanes on the R102. There was a male slumped on the driver's seat, multiple gunshot wounds to his body and face, and he was declared deceased a short while later.
Describe the vehicle to me and what are the possibilities of how that vehicle came to rest there? Do we know anything about the gunmen, the attackers?
Yes, we had a few witnesses that were standing near the taxi rank in Verulam, and they noticed a white VW Golf. The vehicle resembled a Golf 5, but it's not confirmed. It was parked right over there under the bridge, and when the victim's vehicle drove past, they opened rapid fire on the vehicle and then fled south on the R102.
And you've also had the opportunity to talk to some of the people that are gathered at the scene. Have we managed to establish anything more about this Metro policeman?
Well, we did confirm that he was involved in the taxi industry. He was part owner of 8 taxis. I spoke to his family members earlier on, and they confirmed that he was involved in the industry.
Thank you very much, Prem Balram. Viveka, while we talk, I'll just take you a little bit closer. Now, this shooting of this policeman comes at a time when there have been several of these across the country, but also in KwaZulu-Natal. Just 2 weeks ago, there was an SAPS policeman, Spelele Cele, that was shot in Durban. Fortunately, in that case, there were 2 people that were arrested in connection with that.
Okay, so Desan, from what we've heard just now, this might not be related to his police work at all, but could be the result of some kind of taxi war if he was involved in this industry.
That's also a strong possibility. You do know that there has been quite a bit of violence in the taxi industry. In fact, just yesterday there was a shooting that took place in Tongaat as well. And the first responders there believed that the lady that had been killed in that incident was the wife of another deceased taxi boss. She was shot at while she was driving her car to a point where the vehicle overturned and came to a rest on its side, and unfortunately she was found to have died during that incident as a result of those gunshot wounds.
Okay, well, those investigations will continue, hopefully some answers soon. Desan, while I still have you, this is the second gruesome scene you've attended today. Just a very quick one about earlier, where you attended also in Verulam, where a mother had hanged her 2 little boys, took her own life after also giving her 2 older daughters apparently tablets laced with rat poison. Now, we know that the 2 girls have survived an iron hospital. What do we know at this point? Any clues as to why she did it?
Well, the only good news coming out of that story, Viveka, is that those 2 girls are reportedly fine. They were taken to hospital and treated. They had reported that they had stomach cramps after whatever it was they had ingested. It's believed that they had ingested it as part of a meal that was given to them. As to why this happened, we still have no idea in that respect. Police have also ruled out the possibility of there being any external forces in what had happened. So in simple terms, it seems at this point that it's fairly clear that it was the mother that had hanged the 2 little boys, 2 and 3 years old, before she hanged herself. And it was those 2 girls that had found her. The neighbors then had come through to help out, and they made that discovery and cut the boys and the mother off the sheets that they were suspended from the rafters with. But I imagine that investigations should establish as to exactly why this horrible tragedy unfolded.